Hello everyone, today I'm gonna go through a couple more edits and another critique video, the 29th critique video, and I will go through how I edited this picture right here. So let's get started. So this is the original JPEG from the Fujifilm X-T2, and I use the classic chrome, so it is desaturated a little bit by default. So I will use the HB2 because the yellow and blue is very nice contrast in here. I will add a little bit more contrast, and you can see the face a little bit too bright for this one, so I will decrease the lighting a little bit, and I will rotate to the lines, so you can see the Jeep behind. Just make sure that the lines are parallel to the lines of this grid, the grid right here. So, and I will just do a little bit more highlight save. And if you want to make it into the Instagram crop, just choose 4:5 and just like that. And then make sure that the head part is near the top third area. So this is my edit of this one. And then the next one, this one is a sunset hour shoot with Victoria, so I'm gonna use E5 for this one, or I use A4, either one. I can use either one of them because they have warm tone in it. So I will just create contrast, highlight save, and then reduce the exposure a little bit, and then I rotate a little bit, make sure that the head is like perpendicular to the ground, leave some headroom to the top of the third area, and that's my edit. I think I can increase a little bit more contrast. Yeah, so this is my edit. And then yesterday, the shot with Jolene, and this is a nice shot. I will use E5 for this one, but this E5 too much in here, so I will just use 4.7, around 4 point something, and you can reduce exposure. I think it's fine. I don't need to reduce a lot, and I want to make sure that the lines are nicely perpendicular, and then I will crop it 4:5. So this one I just crop it 4:5, just like the one that I just posted moments ago. And then so that's my edit. So I just use light, not too much edit at night, because it's already very nice, the color. And this one is the original JPEG Fujifilm X-T2 also, and directly from camera. So I don't want to do a lot of tone in here. There are two kinds of edit in this situation. You can just desaturate it out the color and then reduce the exposure and increase the contrast in this case. So this kind of edit, so desaturated, the original rule. If you don't want to desaturate it, you can reduce the percentage of the E5. So if you want more color, just leave it around 3 to 4 in the scale. So, and I can see it's still tilted to the left, so I will just tilt it to the right a little bit more, and then crop it 4:5 using this cropping tool. Make sure that the head is on the third area of the picture, so it's nicely positioned and composed. And there's a little bit of green right there. I'm fine with that. If you don't like the green, you can just patch it out, the green, or you just crop it out, because if you feel like it is distracting your eyes, you can just do it like that, so it won't have other color in the shot, so it's cleaner. So that's why I think cropping out will be cleaner in this situation, because the green kind of like out of nowhere, it just has some green right there. So this is my quick edits of these 4 pictures, and I will quickly go through the critique video. So 29th critique video. So this is the first one. I have been talking about a lot of background awareness. Just make sure that the background is clean and avoid the lines near the head part, like this distracted the head a little bit. Just make sure. You can ask the model to stand up so that her head is near the blue area instead. So in that case it will be better. And from the feed consistency standpoint, this first picture is bright background, and then these two are green, dark green background. Make sure that it is consistent also, because the dark green transition to the white, it feels too sudden for me. So just be aware of this consistency on the transition. Next one. So this is the iPhone style picture. From the feed consistency standpoint, I think these two blue one, I think the first and second row, there are 5 of them has blue element, and then this one doesn't have blue element. Kind of like distracted the pattern a little bit. Maybe put the green one in the middle slot instead. That's my opinion on that one. Next one. I like the leading lines in this one. Nice leading lines. And make sure the background is clean. So for the picture like this, and then the background has the white rectangle, kind of like distracted the eyes. You can patch it out or just lower the camera so that the head blocks that back block rectangle right there. So next one. So I like the sunlight feeling in this one. So nice sunlight feeling. I really like the reflection in this one. So nice reflection of the gap right there, and nice light tone overall in this one. So I noticed it cropping the head part a little bit more. So for example, this one, the headroom are different in the second row of each picture. Make sure that the headroom are consistently throughout. Next one. I really like the framing of this one. Both prints frame the model nicely in the center. So, and nice tone in this garden right there. In this one, the right side seems to have some extra space. I will crop it to the center so that it's the model concentration is in the center, because the right side seems a little bit more space to me, a little bit more space. So, and this one is black and white, kind of like breaks the pattern of the color tone in the feed. Maybe if you want to post a black and white series, maybe post 3 straight in the second row instead, so that make it consistent. But overall, I like the tone in this one and the framing in this one. So good job. So this one, I like the color in overall color of the feed. It seems like you overexpose a little bit. Maybe that's your style. You want to have a bright, high exposure style. So that's good. So like city style, I really like the red car. Like any retro car behind it is cool. So I like this one a lot. And yeah, it just give a feeling of positive vibes in this one. When I look into the feed, it's very bright, very positive energy. The framing of this one, I probably give a little bit more of the body of the model, because seems like it just the head just hanging out just like that. I will give more context of the model's body in these shots right there. And that's it. I like the good vibes in this one, so good job. Next one. So I am very aware of the gap in the side, on the side of the images. So make sure that there are no like bright color gap on the side, because it distracted the eyes subconscious, even though you don't notice all the time, but this little white space in here, it distracted the eyes. So if you crop it like that, the audience will automatically look at the eyes of the model instead of looking at the gap, because you don't have the brightest is in the center. So just make sure that they're cropping out the gap. And from the feed consistency standpoint, I will hold off posting two of the same outfit and same model next to each other. Just post some different variety. So just you can post this one and then post another in the ocean, and then post another model instead, so that it creates a variety for the feed standpoint. So that's my opinion on that one. Next one. So I really like the overall consistency of landscape, portrait, landscape, portrait. So doing a great job of separating out alternately and nice detail shots. So I really like it. Very thoughtful of the feed. Especially this one, I really like the leading lines, both trees come to the center and then the row come into the center of the model, and the model has a nice light tone of the dress, it nicely against the tone of the trees. So I really like this one a lot. So good job, and good job of keeping the feed very thoughtful and then consistent in terms of the feed consistency. Next one. So make sure, just like the previously I was talking about it, make sure that there are no obvious lines crossing the body. So just make sure there's no telephone pole next to like the portrait, and kind of like the side, I'm talking about this a little bit of white space on those. You can crop it closer so that it's not distracted on the side. Made the side cleaner also. So it seems like you're keeping it consistent also. I'm not a big fan of just posting the white space for separating, but as long as you're keeping it consistent, that's fine with me. And also the branches sometimes might not add as well on the framing. Make sure that you can use leaves instead, because the branch seems like it's just sticking to the head, like it's too sharp to the head. So that's just my take on that one. And then next one. So only two more to go. So from the feed consistency standpoint, I like the contrast. You're keeping the same contrast throughout, so good job. Especially I like the backlight in this one. Maybe this one you can crop it closer so that it has more impact on the viewer also. So, and nicely keeping the contrast. Nice bokeh in this one. Great job on the bokeh. And from the feed consistency standpoint, make sure that the tone are consistent. I can see that you are putting the sunset in the center in this one, so you put some thought in that already. So keep up the good work. So this is the last one. Nice tone in this one. I will crop out that last window right there so that the portrait more toward the center. I like how the blue on the left side and then the warm on the right side, it contrasts out like each other. It has nice opposite tone in the same picture. Nice sunset style portrait also. So this is pretty good. I really like the sunset tone in this. So keep up the great work. That's it. That's my critique video and editing. So stay tuned for more video coming up. Thank you so much. Bye.